Yeah, the ring is a whole different thing.
For sure.
Different woman. We need a different woman. What I'm trying to say is
You might be right.
I could do it.
Yeah, no, I think that's an
I think I
interesting
could
point.
do it.
Gandalf kind of gave me child molestery kind of vibes.
Oh my.
And then
He does love hobbits.
And then he asked him about like, you're gonna keep that a secret, right?
Right.
And like, what other secrets is he keeping with this one guy?
I can't. The ring lets you live unusually long, so that's why Bilbo's so old.
Wait.
Yeah.
It's just the ring that makes them live long?
Baggins was 111 something, right?
Right.
And that was unexpectedly long.
Yes.
Because his family
And
went
also
to the
like
house.
Yeah, and that was because of the ring.
Yeah. And you could tell when he left the ring, he started aging rapidly. He
Right.
caught up. He was
Frodo
maybe in
sees
his...
it later. He looks way older than he did at the beginning of the movie already because he doesn't have the ring anymore.
The ring kept him young.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pretty sure Gollum is like hundreds of years old.
He's 500 years old, I think.
Skittles haven't passed.
Yeah, do you want one?
Yeah, of course.
When like the shadow people come in and try to intercept the ring, do they have like a sensor on like, I can feel that it's over here? Because when Frodo kept like hiding and they were like looking.
The answer is
So
yes.
That's their whole purpose. They exist in this in-between
To serve the
world.
ring.
How come Samwise is referring to Frodo as Mr. Frodo?
He works for him.
Oh yeah, he was his gardener.
Frodo is 50 when he leaves the Shire.
Really? So we watched 20 whole years happen?
No. There's actually a long gap of time between Bilbo leaving the ring.
17
It's
years.
17 years
Oh,
before
wow.
that, and Frodo taking off.
interesting.
Actually, he was 50 by the time the adventure.
It took him 17 years to crack that puzzle. Come on, bro.
And Samwise,
Good point.
Samwise is 12 years younger.
Got it.
I ain't been dropping no eaves, sir, honest. Okay.
Never really thought of that.
That's what my dad always does, so. You see, you think I would be obsessed with the guy with dark hair and blue eyes. This is before I knew Frodo's name. But frankly, he scares me a little bit, and he's also really little, just like the guy I dated last year.
One small man.
My initial thought was it's kind of slow to build up.
I agree, but I also think that you're dead wrong. In the book, like the first 100 pages, nothing happens pretty much.
Maybe Harry Potter drew a lot from Lord of the Rings. So maybe Lord of the Rings walked so that Harry Potter could run. So maybe Harry Potter wouldn't be what it is without Lord of the Rings.
Not maybe. Not maybe.
Okay, for sure.
You're just being ignorant.
By the way, it's not an American classic.
It's a English. No, the movie. Okay, right. There's nothing American about the movie either. Well, is Peter Jackson's American, right?
No, he's not.
New Zealand.
I want a baby hobbit bad. They were so cute.
Baby
The
Hobbit.
little baby hobbits. Can I see one,
Yeah,
please?
right. This was one of the baby hobbits.
Oh, like the little kid.
That's just a human being.
Yeah, it's just a human baby.
All right.
Ears twitched. He had a sense that the ring was near. Does Frodo have that power? Bilbo.
Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Bill. You see his ear twitch.
It's like addiction.
Okay.
You're breathing so heavily into the mic right now. You're please.
You know what I think? I think one simply doesn't walk into Mordor.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Very true, Nate.
And my axe.
I am not to be thrown around or something like that. He gets mad at.
He does that.
He gets a little fussy at
That
one
sounds
point about being
familiar.
thrown around.
But that's a.
Not tell how old Frodo is. He could be 6 or 26. Not even close to 50.
We established,
But yeah.
Yeah.
I like the way the hobbits aren't afraid to be a little gay with their friends. Really admire their friendships. Gandalf is too old to be fighting like he's in Twilight.
Okay.
That's such a epic moment when they battle, and it's like they're just playing pushy shovey.
Pushy
Yeah.
shovey
Yeah.
time.
What's the name of the race of wizards?
The Istari.
The
Are
Astari.
their bones okay though?
Think of them as
They're
spiritual
ethereal.
beings.
They're like
ethereal.
angels.
They're angels basically.
Yeah.
That's
Angels in the body of old people?
Yes.
Okay.
Like a guardian angel.
Correct.
A lot of people were wondering if I was gonna think any of the guys in this movie were hot.
Yes.
Guys I'm into wouldn't really be in these situations. They're not gonna be
archetype.
they're not gonna be
They're
carrying
kind of
the ring
apathetic,
across
whatever.
land.
That's someone else's problem. I'm
Yeah.
a bad boy. The hotter the guy is, it's the more they
androgynous.
look like a woman.
Yes.
I
I just like
No,
manly
that's-
looking women.
Aragorn was the guy that the dudes wanted to fuck.
That's exactly right. Women want you to look like a woman.
A little, at least a sprinkle in there. You know, I
Yeah.
want to see a bit of myself.
So you heard it here.
There it is.
Is that okay, Ian? Bill the Pony was such a great character in the book. You know,
Bill's the goat, dude.
He's a
he's a
pony.
pony, but he's also
He's right. He's a pony. Wait, what about Boromir? People might
No,
think Boromir's hot.
he's not a heartthrob.
No, he wasn't hot till Ned Stark.
After Frodo gets stabbed by the mortal...
The dagger, the poison dagger, yeah.
That could turn him into a shadow person.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So they take him, this beautiful lady, Erwan, takes him to the timeshare to her father to
Steven
heal.
Tyler.
Correct.
Because she cries when she thought that he died. Did this lady know Frodo before this? Did any of us know each other before this?
So she did not know Frodo, but she knows Aragorn, like they obviously have a
Right.
history. Gandalf, she's heard about it. They sent a note ahead of time.
Okay.
She knows that he's the ring bearer.
Well,
Elves are
when it
immortal.
showed
I don't know
their-
if you know that.
I think
Yeah.
I assumed so.
They were going to heaven there. The elves are the only one that gets to go to heaven.
No, well, Bilbo does.
Valinor. Dan rushed out of the bathroom.
I want to scream, okay? But Bilbo's ceiling's way too high for a hobbit.
Yeah, he
What's
leans
that?
over and he bashes his head
He
on
ba-
the
yeah, but he
rafters. You're
bends
wrong.
over, but
This
like-
is just factually incorrect.
The dwarves.
The dwarves.
Why would they build such a huge city?
But that's how they flex, you know? They dig deep and they build grand. That's what we do.
That's what we do.
I said Tom looks like human Shrek.
Well,
Sauron asked to have them alive, so they can't just kill them.
oh, you're
He's
talking
trying to
about
kill
you're
them.
talking about the wizard, right?
Saruman,
Their names
yeah.
are so similar. I always wondered why he did that.
Yeah.
Saruman and Sauron.
Right, and he says that because he wants the ring to be delivered to him without being stolen or damaged by the orcs.
Right.
Well, the ring race weren't working for him though.
Right.
That was a
The
different
ring
operation.
you're right about the orcs at the end of the movie.
'Cause
However,
everybody's
the
trying to
ring
kill
race
them
are
both.
sent by Sauron directly.
The ring race don't give a fuck about
Well,
Saruman.
it
Dude,
was
it's like go like this. Fucking leg, there's rocks, there's snow,
He
nothing.
got pulled back in.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you something that's not a spoiler, but it's not discussed in the movie itself. But it's fascinating.
What?
Gandalf is a ring bearer. He has one of the rings of power that it inspires courage and camaraderie amongst his comrades.
He uses a glamour to make it invisible.
And you called him a pedophile, Tom.
it when he's
Well, I mean, that would work. That would help.
No.
But I always found that so fascinating that Gandalf was a ring bearer
That's
the whole
super
time,
interesting.
and it's never mentioned.
When the goblins get Bilbo and they kind of like thrust him down, they throw him. There's no way his necklace doesn't move the whole time, basically.
He's talking about the Watcher in the Water, the giant squid monster
Yes,
that attacks.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's
And you're
why.
saying-
Hold on, that's
I feel
crazy.
like,
That's
no,
I
like,
disagree.
You're not grasping like that there's magic in this world, and like
Okay.
the ring itself is kind of like more than just a ring.
It is set
But didn't
Yeah,
he
no.
lose it like in the snow or something?
Well, yeah, but the chain
That's
broke.
true. It did fall off.
The
There's-
chain
It
broke.
came off so easily.
So there's something
They did, I
interesting
noticed
about the ring that you guys don't know is what it has a will of its own, and it's
Right.
constantly trying to scheme to get back to its original owner.
Yes.
Am I supposed
It
to
can
know
grow,
this?
it can grow, it can shrink, it can get heavier, it can get lighter, all in an effort to get away from its current owner.
Why?
You can
Because
infiltrate.
it wants to return back to Sauron.
back to Sauron.
Ring will not leave its bearer if it feels safe.
Yes, Cyrodiil gave Narya to Gandalf when Gandalf first arrived in Middle Earth.
There you go.
Who's Cyrodiil?
He was an elf lord of the Grey Havens.
And Copycat said, ring fell off after Moria, yes, because it sensed Boromir was willing to take it.
Oh.
That's it.
Yes.
Somehow.
Frodo's
Wait, this meme is so funny. Sorry. Jimmy Lee as Sauron. I got my eye on you.
Why does Gandalf stay hush hush about the evil wizard? Why doesn't he want to tell them?
When he wants to keep everybody encouraged.
It's almost like too much.
Yeah, he doesn't
to
want to.
bear.
Oh, it's too much of a burden.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to break anyone's spirit. And again, that's what his superpower is to keep
Empathy.
everybody.
He's a good leader.
He's an empath.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's his thing. He's a great leader. Yeah.
Oh,
Main heroism happens without Gandalf. I mean,
It's a
look,
little-
their greatest feats of heroes is not around
Right,
Gandalf.
Gandalf
Okay,
falls
fair
down
enough.
in
Gandalf is
heaven,
with them for a
halfway
short
through the
time.
movie,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
grand scheme
their
of
most
things-
heroic acts are without.
I just
the
learned
rest.
about this.
I'm with you, Love.
Can I take all this shit off?
No.
No,
No.
Someone hit the ring or someone clanked it or
That was
something.
Gimli.
Gimli.
And Frodo felt pain.
Yeah, because he's connected.
Because now that he's had it for a while, he's connected to it.
Yeah, their spirits are entangled.
Yeah.
When Frodo gets stabbed by the scary ghost, that was like a special blade
Yeah,
that he
it
was
was
stabbed with. So that has like permanently poisoned him with like a darkness that he'll live with for the rest of his life.
When she took Frodo to her dad, what is her dad able to do?
That is like the
Special
oldest,
magic.
wisest elf on Earth.
And he also has a ring of power.
He has like a healing ring or something?
He's,
As a matter of fact, he does.
What?
You inferred that correctly.
oh, he's, how do you know that? He's-
Are all these oldies even able to walk like that?
Okay.
Okay, I just think that I'm worried for them.
Just, I guess overall,
Sure.
I think that it was a good movie. It was.
Okay.
I just liked Harry Potter better.
Since Aragorn is missing, that the capital city of the humans is Gondor, and he is they have a stewardship in the absence of the king. So he was the one who was supposed to rule Gondor.
Until the king returned.
Yeah.
Until the return of the king, one might
Which is
say.
the name of the third book.
One thing you won't hear Frodo do is complain. That's for sure. He will never complain. He's
a
so
trooper.
amazing.
Yeah.
He was
kinda
stabbed again, and he had a little beautiful pearl situation going on his chest.
You got it from
Bilbo gave it to
Bilbo,
him.
yeah.
He gave him Mithril.
He did.
Yeah, he gave him.
Yeah, that
he got
one-
it at the timeshare.
Got it. Even the smallest person can change the course of the future. She did not have to say it like that.
The 3,000 years ago was Sauron. Before
3,000 years was Sauron. Yeah, it was.
Morgoth.
I think it was 10,000 years
Yeah.
ago. Or
he's like one of the top dogs of evil.
He was the one that lost his finger, right?
no, that's Sauron.
No, that was Sauron. Sauron was his underling.
Yeah, Sauron isn't even like the big bad of this universe.
In what?
The Balrogs served Morgoth just to
I
show you
see.
how old and powerful they are.
So Saruman, the evil wizard, and then
Right.
Sargon is a totally separate world from him, another evil.
Yes.
And his people are the shadow people who were once mortals.
Yes, everything about that was right, except his name is Sauron, not Sargon.
Oh,
Actual burning eyeball thing.
They called it the Eye of
is
Sauron.
yeah, it's a symbol, is an eye, but that was an invention for the movie to. I mean, to basically have the antagonist have some sort of presence in the movie.
But there's also weird lore, like right before the Lord of the Rings, there's this whole thing about a necromancer in a wood that all the wizards have to go to.
Did you just say a negromancer?
No, I said necromancer, bro.
a necromancer.
Necro, bro.
Necromancer.
Okay.
It's necromancer.
It's necro.
Okay, who cares?
I mean,
Necro.
but, I mean, it's,
You
it's
guys.
necromancer.
I'm more I just want you to say the right word. It's necro.
Okay, that's fair. I am not saying a slur.
I know.
Talking about
I agree.
I'm talking about a
I agree.
magical
I would have
being
buttoned
that
you if I
commands-
thought. Like I added that. All right. Well, that's we're at the end of the film.
Like visually, it was really good. You know, it's a hero story. Everybody likes that. I would say a 7.
Oh, well, that's
Wow.
For
A
how much you're
generous-
bad mouthing it,
yeah,
I feel like it's a
generous-
very good
yeah.
score.
Yeah, not for me, but like for somebody else.
I think 9 for me.
What?
nice.
Oh, I thought
There.
you were.
I know, I enjoyed it. Okay, I'll say Lord of the Rings 8 and Harry Potter 9.
Okay.
Okay.
I do
Okay.
really, really like Harry Potter.
I can
Okay.
tell.
Okay.
7.
Oh, yeah. That's
You
No,
rated it
I like-
lower than I thought you were gonna say.
Well, it was good. It's just like
Where-
7.5. How
Yeah,
about that?
Where's Wicked?
I mean, Wicked's a good movie.
You went and watched
9.
Wicked.
My rating, 10.
Okay.
I like
Okay.
Wicked better. I'm with you, Liv.
Oh
Hey,
my
girl.
god.
I'd say 10 too, honestly. It's one.
Perfect.
Say masterclass in cinema.
I would probably rate it a 9.
I don't read, but I've watched like most of the lore on YouTube.
You don't read or drink water? There's so much more to life.
That's waste of time, bro.
No, this-
It's like pretty fluently. Like they talk, listen to this, listen, and blah blah, and then they merge.
As the ring wraith stabbing the fluffed up beds in the timeshare is the most unintentionally funny shit I've ever
It's
seen.
pretty
A
silly.
terrible
Yeah.
display of incompetence from big scary dudes.
Well,
I feel like people don't really give a shit about MTV anymore.
Come get slimed.
I like Godfather 1, Goodfellas, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Big Lebowski.
Did you watch Dune? The new Dune movies? No.
God,
no, I'm the complete opposite actually. I actually don't like when it's reality. I like when there's weird shit happening. Like
Just like, or Harry Potter, even something that it's on Earth and
that
there
might
is-
be real.
Yeah.
To be fair.
From Marissa, the real Rudy spoke at my college orientation.
That's awesome.
Note, I did not go to Notre Dame. His whole speech was basically, I don't know why I'm here.